Would you care?
Mm.
No? All right. Charlie, do you have a cell phone?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. So what are your thoughts? What do you think about cell phones and kids?
I think that they can be good for some things, but also bad for some things.
Okay. All right, Jackson, do you have a phone?
Yes.
All right, let's hear it.
Half the time you're always on your phone, but then you don't listen to anything like your parents say when you don't want to
Oh,
listen,
okay.
but you should listen to them and do whatever they say
Okay.
instead of being on your phone the whole time.
So it can kind of cause a problem for you.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So what if I'm going to give you a magical idea? What if tomorrow we all woke up and our cell phones just vanished and none of us had cell phones anymore? Would you be happy? Would you be sad? Would you be what would you think? You don't like that idea at all.
I would be kind of glad that they're gone because she will stop watching what she's not supposed to.
Oh,
That would
okay.
be really nice.
Okay. All right. What about you? So if you just didn't have a cell phone anymore, you'd be okay? Ever? All right. Let's hear it, Charlie.
Um, I would not be very happy about it.
You wouldn't be happy about it?
No,
Okay. Why?
because I like using my phone on a daily basis.
Okay. All right. What do you guys think about people who grew up at a time when the phone was on the wall, but you couldn't leave the house to talk to anybody? So when you left the house, you were just gone. You didn't have any way to talk to anybody.
I'd just look out my window.
You what?
I'd look out my window.
You'd look out your window? Okay. All right. How about you? What if you could only talk to people on the phone in your house?
I feel like that would probably be pretty difficult because if you needed to get a hold of someone outside of home, then like it's harder to actually do that, and you would have to like go a phone booth or
Yeah,
something like
something.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, if the phone is only inside and you can't take it outside, then you can't figure out where the other person is if they're outside. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. Isn't that weird? I
Yeah.
grew up with only a phone ever in my house, never in my car, never anywhere with me until I was in my 30s. Weird, huh? All right. Well, we don't have to go down that party road.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a question though for you. So some of your friends have phones, right?
Mhm.
And probably some of your friends don't have phones.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the difference between your sets of friends? Like, how does that work for everybody?
My friends that don't have phones, it's usually a bit harder to like communicate with them because I can't like text them or call them. Um, but they also like are a little less brain rotted
Okay.
and like do things that are on like social media and stuff, like drawing.
Oh, they do. Okay. So
Yeah, they
they
do other things.
activities.
Yeah.
Okay. You might have to give our audience a little definition of what brain rotted means.
Like, um, I don't know how to explain it.
Do you?
No.
All right.
It's hard to explain. Look it up.
All right, we'll look it up. I'll give you a brain rotted description later. But I kind of think it might be what Jackson was saying, like when you were focused on your phone and you totally can't pay attention to anything else around you, you're kind of brain rotted when you're on
Yeah.
your phone.
Yeah.
Is that a good
Or
definition?
like watching videos that are like just weird
Just
and like memes,
like
memes,
memes
memes,
and
yeah.
just a waste of time.
Yeah, and then they just go around like
Mm,
saying
mm,
the
mm.
memes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, all right. So your friends, what about when like you have friends who don't have phones versus you have a phone and your friends that do have phones?
So the people who don't have phones, if
Mm-hmm.
you want to call them,
to play a game on something, you can't because they don't have a phone.
Yeah.
You can't play with them.
So do you think that this excludes you from having friends? Like your friends are almost based on whether they have phones or not? Like you don't get to have the full experience of some friends because they don't have a phone?
Yes.
Yeah. You'd have more friends if everybody had a phone or nobody had phones?
Well, it would be better with no phones because then you could just play outside instead of talking on the phone.
I love that. Would you all be down for that?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think
Mm.
if, what, Charlie? Yeah. Okay, well, what if there was like a universal limit to how long, like you were only allowed everybody, like across the country, the whole country, kids were only allowed to be on the cell phone from, let's say,
30 minutes.
30 minutes a day, or even 2 hours a day,
Mhm.
or let's say an hour a day.
Mm.
So pick the hour. What hour? 3 to 4 in the afternoon.
A bed.
Bedtime.
Oh, bedtime.
I
Okay.
would say bedtime.
Okay.
Bedtime.
Every kid is allowed to be on a cell phone from 7 to 8 p.m. And other than that, all kids' cell phones just shut off automatically and nobody can do anything about it. Their parents, nothing. That's just the law. That's just the rules of phones.
Yeah.
Then everything else you had to do, you had to figure out just kid wise.
Yeah.
Done?
Mm-hmm.
So does it seem like it's confusing because you have so much freedom with phones? Like you don't know what to pick because you could pick your phone and you might miss something out on your phone, but you could pick playing, but you don't know what to pick, so usually you pick the easiest, it's the phone.
Yeah. I agree.
You
It's
do?
easier to pick the phone than go outside because half the time people don't even play outside
Because
because
they're
it's too hot or
Yeah.
cold.
Or cold. Yeah.
or on their phones.
Yes.
Yeah. Because everybody's always accommodated to hot and cold,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you just wear coats or you wear shorts or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like to me, like parents, if I were a parent or a grandparent, which I am a grandparent, I would think, hey, I, hearing this, I want to make a law or a rule that all kids are only allowed to be on the phone from 7 to 8 p.m. at night. And then I want the kids to be able to just play and enjoy themselves as kids because they'll grow up later and have to use their phone more for work or college or whatever they're using it for. Would you be okay with that?
Mm.
Ish.
Ish. All right, tell us what the ish is about.
Cause like sometimes you're not able to like go outside and like do something, or like you don't have much to do inside. Um, so then you would want to like have something easy and still fun that you can do that's inside.
Okay.
Like if it's raining or like burning up hot in the middle of summer, then you might
Okay.
not want to go outside.
Okay. Well, how about you?
Um, like if it's hailing outside, you would want to be inside than outside. But you could
Do you know that kids play in the hail?
I love the hail.
too. But you won't let me outside in the hail.
Okay, well, it rarely hails here, but anyway, like most kids, I think you guys would totally adjust if it were hailing here and we would let you outside.
Yeah,
You
I
guys,
would love that.
Yeah.
But you would want to be inside half the time when it hails because then you can just play a fun game inside.
true, you can just play a fun game inside. Yeah. Okay. And I think if you didn't, if the phone wasn't a choice, you would be required to find other fun things to do, like
Yeah.
draw, cook,
Yeah.
play some video games. Because we're not saying you can't have video games, right? We're just saying
Yeah.
phones.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What do you guys think about the new law in California that says cell phones are not allowed on school campuses, period?
That would be good because then people would not cheat. Like if we're on a test, they couldn't look at their phones to see the answer.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
A lot of the 8th graders do that.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
I just wrote an essay about that actually at school.
Wow. Okay. Let's hear that.
Yeah, I think that's a good law to make because a lot of not great things can like happen with schools on or phones on campus.
Yeah.
Like cheating again
Okay.
and definitely bullying
Bullying.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
or distractions in class that can make even the people that aren't using a cell phone or don't have one like distracted because it's making noises or it's buzzing or something.
Okay. So how much bullying does happen with your phones?
Hmm, a lot. Because people could just keep texting you and texting you about bullying and bullying you.
Yeah. Has that ever happened to either of you
No.
on your
No.
phones? But do you know people it's happened to?
Yes.
Yeah,
And then what happens to them?
They're all mad.
they're
at the other
depressed.
person.
Mad, depressed, yeah. Who helps with that? Is there any like who helps a kid who's being bullied like that?
Parents. Their parents would help the most.
Okay,
Close friends.
close friends.
Like with my friend a lot of the time she doesn't really feel like she wants to talk to her parents
Okay.
or like doesn't feel comfortable talking to her parents. So, and she's my best friend, so she'll usually talk to me about that stuff.
And do you feel equipped to help her with that level of bullying?
I want to help her.
Of course you do. But do you feel like you have all the tools you need to be the best help for her to get it to stop?
It depends on what it is. Sometimes, sometimes not.
Okay.
I just help as much as I can.
That's good. Well, that makes me worry, like, okay, what about things that are too big for you to handle? And they're too big for her to handle, and there's no parent involvement, probably not teacher involvement, because kids kind of keep that stuff to
Yeah.
themselves.
Maybe you could talk to your sibling about it.
Maybe that would be a good
Or
place.
what
Yeah.
if you're an only child?
What if, oh yeah, because you're an only child.
Only child.
You call
What if you
Jackson.
don't have cousins?
You call Jackson. Jackson's your new cousin brother. So, okay. So there's some risks to having phones,
Yes.
for sure.
Definitely.
Has any stranger ever reached out to you on your phone and tried to talk to you?
Yeah, like spam.
Really just spam. but-
Spam always tries to talk to you.
Yeah.
I always answer their phone calls.
Yeah.
And
I answered it once and I put a paw over the phone and started banging it. That was so fun.
That's really
That
funny.
sounds
The last time I did that, they started trying to sell me
Yeah, they
5 all-inclusive vacations and I like asked the main part that's funny about it is I asked if it they served alcohol in the all-inclusive vacation and then in a weird voice I said nice because I'm underage, I've never tried that stuff. It was really funny.
Oh my God.
They hung up immediately.
Good. Good. I'm glad they did. Okay. What do you think your parents would say if all of a sudden kids couldn't have phones at school?
Well, maybe they would be happy because then you would stop getting bad grades
Oh, okay. All right.
and like paying attention to your phone instead of your work.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Or like you would start doing your chores more instead of like sitting down and playing games or watching a show all day.
Ah, okay. Now I want to know this. Like,
I do that.
you do
I
that?
do that.
You would rather do your phone than do your chores? Okay.
I'd rather do chores than a phone because then if like the skylight thingy that we have,
Yeah,
I get stars and then if I get enough, I can go to like a store or something.
yeah, that's
I don't
cool.
have one of those.
Yeah. Okay, well, okay. So if your parents really did said, okay, we're not gonna do phones on during the school week, right? Only on weekends or something like that, would you guys really be down for trying it for like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Totally?
Well, kind of, but then if they leave you home alone and then
Oh, yeah.
something happens like an emergency and you need your phone and you can't get to it, something
Okay.
would happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you ever get left home alone though?
No.
Okay.
I do all the
I
time.
already tried to convince her to leave me home.
I
But
do
that
all
is
the
one
time.
thing.
All the time.
Okay, but if you just had the phone for emergencies.
Yeah, if
Yes,
you just like
just
had it
for
on
emergencies.
you, if
Yeah.
you had it on you like all the time, but you can't use it, like the only thing you can use it for is like
You could
if
do
something is happening,
Yeah.
Emergency.
then
like
Okay.
delete all of that.
And would you guys cheat?
no,
You wouldn't?
I would never cheat.
You wouldn't?
No.
So you guys would just leave it alone and use it for emergencies only?
Yes.
I take it
Wow.
cool with me, but that's just
Okay,
me.
let's add a mom into this picture for a minute.
Oh, mother.
Okay. All right, so this is Ashley, this is Jackson's mom. And I'm curious with you sitting listening to this conversation, are you surprised?
I'm surprised they would give up the phone. Yeah.
Me too.
'Cause
Are
I
you-
don't see either of them giving it up, but
I-
I mean, I'm willing to
I
try
literally
know.
have
for
it.
2 weeks,
Is everybody down for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
even over spring break when you're at
Mm.
home, or does it have to be like 2 weeks that you're in school and it's just a no,
2 weeks while you're in school.
and it's just during school?
Yes.
Oh, you know
Because
what?
you-
He
doesn't
already
take
had that
those.
rule. You already
I'm
have
not
that
allowed
rule.
to
Well,
take
I
my
know.
phone to school
He can
unless
have his phone in the evening.
Okay,
or
well-
once he's home from school.
Okay, well, let's back this up because you guys made it sound like you were totally up for giving up your phone. So
Yeah.
you had more freedom and you had more like ability to do other things. And so what I want to know is like, you already have a rule, like schools have a rule, whether people follow it or not, that you can't have phones. But I want to know if just in general, both your sets of parents said, all right, we're going to do a no phone 2 weeks with 1 hour from 7 to 8 and 2 hours on the weekends. Done. That's your deal.
I would need to change my answer because I just remembered that my dad lives in a different country, so I wouldn't be able to talk to him.
Okay, well, let's say the
Mhm.
phone is only for the phone. So to talk to your dad.
Okay,
So talk-
okay. Well then, yeah. Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even at night, even
You only have it for an hour at night.
from 7 to 8
Well,
Yeah.
I like
or
being
8 to 9.
outside after school than being on my phone.
Okay, so
Because
you're
it's-
saying, yeah,
He's gonna be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
Fine.
I would
All
be
right.
fine.
Let's
you'll
do
be
it.
fine.
But just
Let's
in-
do it.
but
Everybody's
just
in?
And in 2 weeks, we'll
Okay.
come back and
Deal?
say, how did we do?
Deal? We'll
Yeah.
come back and do a video.
Okay.
Hey, you enforce that one, I'll enforce
Yep.
this one. Okay?
Well, you have to make my mom in.
Well, I'm going to, that's what I meant is, yeah.
Try it.
Hey, we'll give your mom the instructions.
An hour a
and
day
An hour a day.
from 7 to 8.
An hour a day.
Okay.
Well, does it have to be from 7 to 8, or can it just be an hour
It could be
a
8 to
day?
9 if that's when you go to bed.
Okay.
How about an hour
Just like-
before bedtime?
An hour before
Yes.
bedtime.
An hour before bedtime, yeah. In the evening when you want to use your hour, you can use your hour.
And
But
then
you
however
have
much
me
on the weekends?
No, 2 hours on the
Oh,
weekend.
2 hours on the weekend.
2 hours on the weekend.
2 hours whenever on the weekends?
So Saturday
Sure.
2 hours and Sunday 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yes, but like, what if it's a holiday on Monday for
Okay, we're not
It's
gonna
still
worry
Monday,
about that.
Monday.
We're not
Only
gonna
get-
worry about all the what ifs right now. We're just gonna do a
There's
2 week,
yeah.
kick it off right now.
There's no holiday in the next 2
Okay.
weeks.
Okay, we're starting. Tomorrow's Friday. Let's start on Friday.
Okay.
Sound good? All
Hour
right,
tomorrow.
Friday, March
13th. Friday
13th.
the 13th.
Ooh,
Lucky day.
Lucky day, yes.
Oh, I need to change my wallpaper to Halloween.
Yay. Okay, so Friday the 13th, March till Friday the 20, what would it be, the 20th and then the 27th?
27th.
Till the 27th. All right, we're coming back to you with an update on how the 2 weeks went with no cell phones, based on how these young people feel about cell phones. Kind of sound like they really do over occupy their lives and give them a lot more stress than relief.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me, but we'll see how it plays out for them. Would you say that cell phones cause you some stress with like, cause,
Sometimes they help stress.
all right, okay.
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, we'll check it out in a couple of weeks. All right, with that, everybody, leave a life print. Thanks. Want to say bye?
Bye.